And we're live. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly. We're Team 185 for, we're doing the Rebelle Rally this year. That's our team number. We're bringing on a special guest, Heather Lewis. She is a photographer for the Rebelle Rally, and we wanted to have her on as a guest today, so I'm going to add her in right now.
Hi there.
See if that works. Hello.
Hi there. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Heather.
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good. How are you? Awesome.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Nice to meet you.
This is the
Yes.
first time we're officially meeting. So hi,
So,
I'm Kelly. It's nice to meet you.
of course, yeah, it's really
Yeah.
fun. My first time doing
Thank
it
you so much
live,
for joining
so
us this
please
week.
It worked
bear
out
with me.
perfect though. You did great.
Yeah,
You showed up great and right on time. So welcome,
thank you
Heather.
very much.
So fun.
Perfect.
So fun to have you here. So for
Yeah.
those who are watching who don't know who we are, Kelly and I are Team Hope 185 for the Rebelle Rally this year, 2023 in October. We are heading and counting down the months as we head towards our goal to compete in this event. We've already registered. We're on board. And this last week, actually, a week ago, I think tomorrow, Heather and I got to meet at the Art of Rebelle. The Art of Rebelle is this is the first year that Pirelli did it. Their sponsor Pirelli did it, and they put on the last 7 years of the event. They took the photographers' pictures, these amazing, just breathtaking pictures. It's so cool that you can take nature and beauty and turn it into something so cool and so badass with these vehicles of like sand and just sunsets and scenery. Is just absolutely gorgeous. So Heather happens to be one of those photographers. But Heather has also competed in the rally before. I think it was the second year that you competed, right, Heather?
Yes, in 2017.
Yes, so she and I got to meet at the Art of Rebelle, and she has such an amazing story herself. Just aside from being a photographer, of what happened to her. She shared that the Rebelle changed her life. And Heather, you want to jump into that on how did the Rebelle Rally change your life?
Sure. As you know, as many of us women and young ladies have issues with self-esteem, we always have a second guess of ourselves, and we don't have the confidence that we should. And for many years, I didn't really believe in trusting trusting my gut and trusting what I was doing. And when I tried to do something, I always second guessed myself. And so when I did the rally, there was multiple days. As you guys all know, the format of the rally is to have checkpoints that you're looking for, and you're looking for them along the way. And there's the blues, the greens, and the black checkpoints. And it's difficult. As you're going along the rally, you're trying to find the location, and it's tricky. There's different checkpoints that are similar and close to each other, and you have to be very precise and be on point and know and trust in yourself that you got the right point. So throughout the rally, there was multiple times where I just would second guess myself. I kept saying, I know it's it, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'll take this point. So then I'd be wrong. And I just didn't have the confidence because I wasn't believing in myself. So towards the end of the rally, and the whole time, my partner kept telling me, Heather, you got it. You know what you're doing. You're smart. You can do this. So finally, towards the end of the rally, like it was the last checkpoint one of the last checkpoints we were going to go to. And it was a big sand hill, and I had plotted the points multiple times. So I plotted it for the fourth time, and I had asked other competitors, like, hey, is this where the point is? Do you think this is where it is? I know we're not supposed to do that, or it's kind of, you're supposed to be your own rally, but I just was second guessing myself. So I had plotted the point again, and I told my partner, came up to me and said, Heather, you got this. You can do this. I know you got it. Just believe in yourself. And I, of course, wasn't believing in myself. But then finally I was like, no, I know this is right. I've plotted this 4 times now. I know it's right. It's got to be here. Well, meanwhile, I had asked the other teams, and they had told me, no, there's no point up there. There's no point. You're not going to get it. So I was like, no, I really think it is. And I'm going to trust my gut this time. So I got to the top of the point. We drove up to the top. Now, this isn't just some simple hill. It's a huge sand hill called Oldsmobile Hill in Glamis. And I didn't know at the time, but it was a famous hill it's like hard to drive up. And so my partner she was confident that she was able to drive it. And we were in a stock Jeep. So we drove up she did it. She's like, let's go. So we jumped in. I got it back in the truck or back in her Jeep, and we gassed it and rode up this, took a good line up the Oldsmobile Hill. And if you know the hill, there's hoop-de-doos in the middle of the hill. And then there's a left line and a right line. And so she knew which line to take. So we took the left line up the hill. And as we were cresting the hill, 4 side-by-sides came over the crest. And I'm just like, stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Jen, you can do it, you can do it. So Jen stayed on it, and we made it to the top, and we both saw the flag, and we both like broke out in tears. We're like, oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. We did it, but we also conquered our fears and conquered our second guessing of ourselves. And so that's what changed my life, is like I started believing in myself and trusting that I know what I'm doing, and knowing that I know I'm a smart person. I can do what, I've worked hard. I've studied this. I know what I'm doing. So I kind of just started thinking to myself, instead of doubting myself, I started trusting my gut and trusting my knowledge of what I'm doing. So, but it was really cool. And the rally itself, I mean, my dad was on the rally with me, and he passed this last year. But so when I went to the Art of Rebelle show, it was a big kind of moment for me, because when I got there, I kind of broke down in tears, because he was so proud of me to do the rally, because he helped me along the rally. My husband is in charge of finding the route for the rally, so I was able to do it even though he was part of it. He had my dad help on the year that I did it, so it was very nice to have him there, and so it meant a lot to see him. So on the night of the Art of the Rebella, I had him in my heart, and it made me cry, because it was so special to have, to know that he would have been proud of me and the rally. So, but that's my story. I'm sorry if I make you guys cry.
Well, thanks.
I know her story at
My
the
eyes are
Rebelle, and even just so she wrote this layers of the rally on. She has a website, and we'll share the story. Like, even that you have such a great way of telling your story and being vulnerable, and just reading your story again just makes me get teared up. And hearing your story, it just means so much, because I think both Kelly and I there's things that have happened in our lives that kind of chip us down, or that we don't believe in ourselves, or that we don't have that confidence, or there's that negativity that just beats us down. And so that it's really a wonderful thing to have met you and to hear your story. And then for even in that exact night, that moment of it being meaningful to you, of knowing your father. So very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, being a woman and just growing up, I grew up with a lot of smart people in my family, so I always felt like the dumb one. And I did always second guess myself, because I'm a slow learner. I'm not a fast learner, but I'm a very good learner once I start learning. But it took me years to realize that, and the Rebelle really helped me realize that, because I had to apply it, and then I actually got to see the action of my learning. And so it just, it's at home, and it continues to, like, I continue to help with the rally. And so I'm able to help other people. And it's so fun to watch people come through their difficulties and actually meet the challenges and are able to conquer those fears and conquer those, those second guessings of themselves. So it's really neat to watch. So
yeah, it's definitely something that I needed to hear. This week has been really intimidating to me because Kelly and I are wanting to do some like get-togethers and like meetups with the women in our community to help just empower them. And for me, that's really, really intimidating. It's so much easier for even just going to the Art of Rebelle was super intimidating for me. It was so scary to like go and meet people. And I actually had stepped away. I think I told you this. I had stepped away and I had called Kelly and I was crying to Kelly on the phone because it was just a little bit so overwhelming for me, but I know I have to show up. Yeah. And that's why I was there. And we all start somewhere. Like there's always going to be someone who's going to know more than us, and there's always going to be someone who's going to know less than us. And it's our job to be able to step up and say, I'm willing to help, I'm willing to support, and I'm willing to be here to teach others at least of what I know. I'm not the expert, but I'm willing to share what I know. And you've done that exactly for us today, of being able to share that reminder of being confident in our gut.
Yeah. And I learned this thing. I was watching I can never remember singers' names, but he's got red hair and he sings like ballads. I think he's Irish. Shoot, I don't know his name, but anyway, he said I was watching a thing on Instagram. I think he was doing an interview. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. So sorry, I don't know. We're
not very good at it either.
I didn't grow up with music, so I'm a dork when it comes to that. I never remember people's names. Anyway, so Ed Sheeran was talking and he said, I wasn't a good singer when I started. And he played a song. He played a song when he sang when he was 14. And he said, I learned through failures. He said, I don't learn through, just learning. I learned through failures. And he said, I never give up. So that is a thing about when you are doing something, don't be disappointed if you fail, because you will succeed after failing, because that's how your brain works. Your brain's going to remember what you make the mistake on. So, and that's a known fact. I mean, they have scientists who work on the brain and they talk about how your brain is learning about efficiencies and trying to make things more efficient, and it learns patterns. And so one of the things of memory is it's going to remember the wrong thing, because it uses a switch where it goes, hey, this is the right way, this is the wrong way. And when you make a mistake, it's going to learn the right way. So you learn through failure, and you can't doubt yourself about that. And it was really neat to see Ed Sheeran saying, I learned all my stuff through being poor at it, or not performing it very well. So it was really neat to see.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your heart with us and your story. And I'll be sure to share your layers of the rally. But if there's something else if there's another way that our followers could learn a little bit more about you or support you, how can they do that?
So my husband and I run a motorcycle riding school called Jimmy Lewis Off-Road Motorcycle Riding School. And then the other places, just through the Instagrams, I have Lilia Rose at Gmail, or Lilia Rose is my Instagram title. I don't know what you guys call that. Is it a title?
Handle.
Your handle. Thank you. I don't know these things. I'm too old. The handle. And then I also have LewisH_Explorer as a handle. And those are my photos that I just publish for fun. I don't have a lot of followers, but I just like publishing my photos, and I hope everyone enjoys those. So those are the two, really. That's all. That's the only places. But just come out. I mean, just follow the Rebelle. It's something that you don't have to be a car driver to do it, and you don't have to be, someone who is an adventurer. But just watch it and be inspired by people on it, and be inspired by the group of women that are getting involved with it. So that's the main thing. Wonderful. I can't wait to meet you guys in person.
I know I met you,
but
for sure.
I can't wait to meet Rachel. It'd be fun to see you guys. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and it's just thank you so much. My experience, we're separated NorCal and SoCal, so we've got kind of like a NorCal group up here, and in my experience with everyone, who's done it or who's going to do it, like the mentorship that
mhm.
they're like just like it's pouring out of their hearts. It's like it's not even a feel like I have to. It's just like Lisa and her husband are setting up checkpoints for a whole bunch of gals up here just on
That's
their
cool.
weekend, and they're gonna drag their kids out, and their kids are gonna play in the dirt, and everyone's gonna have a good time, and it's just like it's just so cool the community that the rally also has built
Yeah,
around
yeah.
women and
Yes,
just
the event,
it's really really awesome.
the
So I
rally
just want to
has
say thank you
been,
again.
it's really
Yeah,
interesting to
really
see
looking
how
forward
the
to meeting you too.
competition works and how
Yeah.
women act in the competition. And my husband, who's a professional motorcycle racer, didn't understand women before he came into the rally. And so he's changed a lot based on how women and what he's learned from us on the rally and how we compete with each other. Because women have a different way of competing. We we care about each other so much, but then
Yes.
behind our backs we probably do say some stuff in the cars and like, hey, let's go get them or something, but we do, but face to face we support each other and we help each other so much. And the coolest thing about the rally is watching how much the women come together to work with each other and to help each other and to lift each other up. I've never seen so many women come together to lift each other up and be better people and really support each other, which is a great thing. And you might not, even if we don't get along, if some of the team members don't get along with each other, they still always are there to help each other, even, so it's really good. It's a good place to see how humanity really is. So that's what I like about it.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
But
thank you so much for your time, Heather. We appreciate
thank you.
it.
We'll see you guys later.
We're really
Bye.
looking forward to
Bye.
it.
I don't know how to get out of this thing. I got it, I think. There we go.
Oh, I wonder
There we
if,
go.
yeah, so we were, okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, so the plan was to have Heather drop off, and we're going to continue because her time was limited. So we had her come on at the front end, and then we're going to continue our updates now that she's left. So before we continue those our team updates for the week, we really, really, really want you guys to sign up for our newsletter. So we're going to be offering, hopefully, like every week, we're going to offer something that's a little exclusive, like Easter egg in our newsletters, where you only get to see something, or you only get to learn about something that might be in our newsletter every week. So if you click to our tap over to our link in our bio, that's going to be the easiest place to go sign up.
I have updates.
So,
Thank
on
you,
to
Kelly.
updates.
I'm sorry,
Jessica?
that was a heart wrencher. I should have warned you, but I knew it was going to be a powerful moment.
I know. I was like,
I was too. Don't worry.
I'll
She
just
was an
cry over
amazing
here.
person.
It's
I
fine.
knew I wanted to have her on. Okay, so finalized updates, finalized fundraiser progress. The logo is being designed currently. I have a very rough image of what it looks like here. It looks like this. This is the rough image of what it looks like, and I've been drawing it. So in this image, you'll see there's Mammoth Mountain in the background. That's where we're starting the rally. It's got some cactus for the deserts that we love out here. It's got some sand dunes for the Imperial Valley sand dunes, and there's a sign that says Mammoth Mountain on it right there. That's Kelly's Forerunner, and we got some poppies. I keep calling them tulips, but they're poppies.
Poppies, yes.
California poppies, yep. And so, in that
California coffee.
design, that specific flower design is from a picture that I took when Kelly and I went out. So it's a sentimental poppy for us, and that we got to see when we went off roading together. So that is in the works. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter, like Kelly said, because I might be including a special time lapse of the drawing for you. So if you want to see that, make sure you sign up today to be able to see it maybe in the newsletter that comes out tomorrow. Our current funds are at $4,909. That's about 13% of what we need to bring in. If you are interested in still donating, we have options on our website. If you go to the link in our bio, you can find the immediate button that says donate, and we will accept any amount of dollars, and there's 3 different ways you can help donate. It helps us be able to concentrate more on our training that we need for the event rather than trying to spend time finding people to help fund us. So please consider that. Blog update. We last week in the new captivating blog post titled Team Baby Bronco, A Journey of Endurance, Friendship, and Growth, we dive into a remarkable tale of adventure, resilience, and personal development as Trista and Carissa of Team Baby Bronco embark on last year's unforgettable Rebelle Rally. Be prepared to be inspired by their incredible story and discover the transformative power of endurance and friendship. You can visit the blog after this live to delve into the complete story, and I added a little button into our Instagram bio. So if you click on that, you can read the blog right there. So that's a story about Team Baby Bronco. And that's it for updates.
Yay! Thank you, everyone, for sticking along. So, last request, please sign up for our newsletter. And it's super easy. Just go to our link in bio, and you'll get to see the time lapse. That's going to be our Easter egg for this week of the drawing. And I've seen it a few times, and it's really awesome. So definitely sign up for the newsletter. We're building our email list, so we really, really want to just give you guys updates on what we're doing every week, even if it's, you know, small, just kind of chugging along at small tasks, or, you know, big, you know, announcements that we want to make. We just want everyone to be able to get their information. Next week, we are doing same time, same place, same bat channel. We're going to have on Mountain Subi. Carrie of Mountain Subi, who's the driver of Subaru Outback. I want to make sure I said the right one. She drives a Subaru Outback that is sick. She has modded that thing out. It's still considered all-wheel drive, but she's going to be joining us next week. She was, so we have 2 classes in the rally that we can compete as, either the X-Cross or the 4x4 class. We're competing in the 4x4 class, so we're not directly competing with her. But she did podium last year in the X-Cross class, and her goal setting that she had with her teammate and herself for the rally last year was really, I want her to be able to share that with our followers and the audience, because it really spoke to my heart, and it just aligns with everything that we've been sharing through our accounts, and just trying to empower other women, ignite them, you know, with that feeling of hope, encourage them, mentor them. And I'm really excited that she is going to take the time to talk to us next week about her, you know, experience in the rally. She's done it at least twice now. I believe this will be her 3rd year competing, and
Yes, so
she's
excited.
just an overall badass. So we're excited. Okay, I think we are about.
No questions this week.
We
Anybody want to ask a
didn't have
question?
any questions this week. I don't
That's
think.
all right.
Okay.
It's okay that you're late.
And
You
that's
can watch
okay.
it later. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we will repost. We always repost these, so you can watch and catch the replay after. And Thank you for always being a big support, Ro. You're amazing, and we love you.
Yes, I'm all good.
Okay, are we ready to say goodbye?
Bye.
Ready to say goodbye? Oh, goodbye, guys.